Part 9P. That's where we are in this series of chord chemistry by the late, great Ted Greene. And we're covering pages 30 and 31 today, section 8 of the book. Minor 7, flat 5 chords with the 1, the flat 3, the flat 5, and the flat 7. If you don't yet have the book and you would like to have your very own copy to follow along at your own leisure, grab this book right here in the link in the card above or the link in the description. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. E minor 7 flat 5 with on position number 5 we have the flatted 5, the flatted 3, the flatted 7, and then the root on the top. Oh yeah, I broke some fingernails here, so please don't hold that against me for this session. All right, thanks for let's moving on. Position number 2, flat 3, root, flat 5, flat 7. Yeah, one chord, one page at a time, one chord at a time, one word at a time, and we're working our way through. Position number 8, flatted 7, flat 5, flat, root note, I guess that's the root note, flat 3, A minor 7, flat 5. On position number 4, we have the root note. Ooh, this is a really nice guitaristic shape right here. Root, flat 7, flat 3, flat 5. Probably one of our favorites, you know. We're not going to take the time to go through all of the circle tones. If you would like to do that on your own, I would encourage it. That's work that you can do and really enjoy that discovery-based session on your own, okay? And if you have questions about any of those, let us know, please, in the comments below. We'll see you there. Let's continue on with position number 9. We have the flat 3, the root, the flat 5, and the flat 7 on the top. Really nice voicing. E minor 7, flat 5 on position number 6. Let's go ahead and take a look at the root, flat 7, flat 3, flat 5. Another great minor 7, flat 5 for the guitar. E minor 7, flat 5 on position number 3. Let's go take a look at this one. Let's run down to position number 3, shall we? We have the flat 7, we have the flatted 5, the root, and the flat 3. Really nice voicings. A minor 7, flat 5 on position number 5. We have the flat 5, the flat 3, the flat 7, and then the root. E minor 7, flat 5 with a 2, flat 5, flat 7, flat 3. Really nice guitar voicing here. A minor 7, flat 5 on position number 4. Let's take a look at flat 7, flat 3, flat 5, and root note. And once again, we're trying to keep that root note in perspective here. And E minor 7, flat 5 on position number 5. We have the flat 3, the flat 7, the root, flat 5 on the top. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. A minor 7, flat 5. We're getting a little out of hand here. Flat 5, root, flat 3, flat 7. E minor 7, flat 5. We have the position number 9. We have the flat 3. We have the flat 7. We have a root note, and we have a flatted 5th on the top on the B string. My poor little ring finger was lost there for a minute. E minor 7, flat 5 on position number 3. Let's take a look at that. Flat 7, flat 3. We have that perfect 4th stacked in the bottom, and then a minor 3rd up to the flat 5, and then a flat 7, of course. Good. A minor 7, flat 5. Really great voicing. We don't need to spend a whole bunch more time on it than that. That's just a really great root position voicing. Let's take a look at position number 7, placing the flatted 3 in the bass, the flatted 7, and then followed by the root, and then the flatted 5 on the top. Yeah, A in the bass, right. Good stuff. E minor 7, flat 5, of course, we're still on the same quality chord, but we're on position number 8 now. Let's take a look at flat 7, flat 3, flat 5, and then root. Same kind of thing, but E minor 7, flat 5 right here. A minor 7, flat 5 on position 10. Let's take a look at what happens when we place the flat 5 in the bass of this one. A root note, and then flat 3, flat 7. Good. The next one has, Mr. Greene has us playing on position number 2. We have A minor 7, flat 5. We have the flat 3. We have the flat 7, flat 3, root, and then flat 5. A minor 7, flat 5, and position number 5. Let's take a look at this one. Root 5, flat 3, and then flat 7. You could use the flat 7 and double that if you'd like. A minor 7, flat 5. We're taking a look at position number 8. We have the flatted 3, the flatted 7, the flatted 5, and then the root, a 5th in the bass, and on top an augmented 4th. Separated by an interval of a minor 6 right there. Very cool. E minor 7, flat 5. This is a great voicing right here, isn't it? So let's take a look at 6. We have the flat 5, the root of, the flat 5, the flat 5, the root, the flat 7, and the flat 3. So we're skipping over the notes on the D string there. All right, E minor 7, flat 5 again. Surprise, surprise, we have the flatted 3, the flat 7, the flat 5, and then the root note on the top. And we're back to position 6 with the flat 5 of A minor 7, flat 5 in the bass, root, and then skipping over the G string, grabbing that flat 7 and the flat 3 on the top. Tritone in the bass and the bottom, and then perfect 4 on the top. Root note is definitely present in the voicing. Right there. A minor 7, flat 5 on position number 10. So we have, here we have flat 7, flat 3, root, and then flat 5. What a great voicing right here. Yeah, what a great voicing. Again, I apologize for the broken fingernails this time around. It does leave a little bit to be wanted for the generation of quality tone and consistent tone from string to string. So fingernails are supremely important if you're going to use fingernails. They don't want to look like this. All right, where were we? Let's take a look at position number 7, E minor 7, flat 5. There's 7, there's root, flatted 5, flat 3, flat 7. Let's go ahead to the next row, last row of page 30, down to position number 3, 4, 5. So we have the root note square in the bass, at the flat 3, flat 5, flat 7 on the top. And then position number 5, let's take a look at 5, flat 7. We're going over to 5, flat 3 in the bass. We have a flat 5, flat 7, and then the root note kicks back on the top. Very cool voicing. Position number 8, let's take a look at that. 9, 10, 11. So we have flat 5, flat 7, flat 5, flat 7, root note, and then flatted 3. That's a really beautiful voicing right there. Position 6, let's take a look at that. E minor 7 flat 5 with a flat 7 in the bass, root on the root in the middle, and then flat 3, and then flat 5 on the top. So we have a flat 7 root, an octave above that, you know, better than an octave above the bass note, flat 3 and flat 5. A minor 7 flat 5, we're going to look at the root position. On position number 3, well, it's kind of a piano style voicing, but we have a different note in the bass. We're going to use 3, so the 3, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fret 7 on the root note, right? And then we have a flat 3, a flat 5, and flat 7 on the top. Root, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7, so that makes sense. Here's another voicing. Here's another version of that. Position number 8, and then we go up to 12. Root, flat 3, flat 5, and flat 7. So we use that first finger capo there, or barring those G and B strings. E minor 7 flat 5, we find ourselves on position number 10 with a flat 7, a flat 3, a flat 5, and a root note on the top. E minor 7 flat 5 on position number 6. So we have the flat 5, then we have the root note, and then the root note, flat 5, root note, flat 3, flat 7. E minor 7 flat 5 and fret 5. Let's take a look at this. We have the flat 5, we have the flat 7, we have the flat 3, and then we have the root note way up on the B string. Very cool voicing. Let's turn the page to page 31 and let's kick it up a notch. Let's jump up to position number 10. Let's see what's going on over here. So we have the root note, the flat 3. Oh, I'm sorry. E minor 7 flat 5. Root note, flat 3, flat 7, and then flat 5 on the B string. So we have this really nice root, flat 3, flat 7, sort of the guiding tones in the bass region of the chord with a melody kind of separated from the chord cluster, if you will. So we have the E minor 7 flat 5 in position number 1. This is a really cool voicing with a flat 3, and then we have the flat 5, and then the root, and then the flat 7 on the top. Another one where the bass region is clustered with a melodic tone on the top. A minor 7 flat 5 on position number 4. Let's take a look at A flat 7. So we have the 1 flat 7, flat 5, and then flat 3 on the top. So you could do that a few different ways. This is a little easier for me to do. I'm just kind of playing double duty with that first finger. So it's finger 1 here, finger 2, and the flat 7. So root, flat 7, flat 5 with that first finger kicked back 1 fret onto the B string, fret 4, and then the flatted 3 on the top. E minor 7 flat 5 is position number 8. Let's take a look at this. We have a flat 7, we have a flat 5, we have a flat 3, and then we have, let's see, a root on the top. So we have the flat 7, flat 5, flat 3, and then root on the top. Back to position number 1. Let's head back there. We have the flatted 7. No, we don't. We have the flatted 3, the flatted 5, the 1, and the flatted 7 on the top. Very good. Very nice. Position 5, we have the flat 5, the flat 7, flat 3, and the root note. E minor 7 flat 5, we have the root note, the flat 3, the flat 7, the flat 5 on the top. Yeah. Another E minor 7 flat 5, position number 7. And then we have position 7, we have the 10, fret 10, so that's the flat 7. We have the root note, the flat 5, and then the flat 3 on the top. Another cluster with a melodic separation on the top. Very nice voicing, very, very interesting voicing with that dissonance in the bass. Position 7, let's take a look at this, what is going on here. A minor 7 flat 5 with the 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the flat 7, the root, flat 5, and then flat 3 on the top. So you could triple stop your second finger, right? Or you could try to get these fingers sort of edged in like this with fingers 4, 1, 2, and 3. It's a little bit like Twister, but we can do it, yeah. A minor 7 flat 5, we have the root, flat 5, flat 7, flat 3 on the top. A minor 7 flat 5, position number 8. Let's take a look at this one because we're starting right here on the flatted 3rd, then the flatted 7, which is a perfect 5th above the flatted 3, right? And then we have another one, the root, and then the augmented or diminished 5th, augmented 4th or diminished 5th on the top. Really nice wide open voicings here, right here for this next few. Position 3, we have flat 7, flat 3, flat 5, root. E minor 7 flat 5 on position 6, we have the flat 5, the root, flat 3, flat 7. And I love the feel of this, the way this lays out on the guitar. A minor 7 flat 5 is another great one. We have the root, flat 7, flat 5, root, flat 7, flat 5, flat 3 on the top. So really cool, like cluster right there. Very nice shape. A minor 7 flat 5. Also on 5th position, we have the flat 3, flat 7, right? But I've got to change fingers around a little bit here to conform to that flat 5. Get that flat 5 working on the G string, and then get that flat 3 on the low E string. So we're basically changing things up a little bit there. Position number 3, let's take a look at flat 7, flat 5, flat 7, flat 5. Then we're running up to the G string with the flat 3, and then we're also going to play the root note on the top on the high E string with that on that same fret. So we have the flat 7, flat 5, flat 3, and then root note on the top. And then we have, we're paying careful attention to separating the right hand, to assigning the thumb to the index, to the low E string, index to the A, and then middle to the G string, and a ring to the high E string. Oh, there it is. Good. All right, position 5. Let's do root, flat 5, flat 7, flat 3, sharp 5, root note. Oh, this is one of those. What is it? This is one of those really nice natural harmonic chords. E minor 7 flat 5, let's take a look at position number 8. We have flat 7, flat 3, and then we have flat 5, and then root note way up there on the top. Oh, really cool sound. A minor 7 flat 5, let's take a look at this. So we have the flat, position 5, so we have the flat 3, flat 5, flat 7, and then root way up top. A minor 7 flat 5. There it is. A minor 7 flat 5 on position 3. It's a little bit more of an ask here, right? So we have the start with flat 7, and then we're headed down to the flat 3, and then to the root, and then the flat 5. So we have the flat 5, root, flat 3, and then flat 7. E minor 7 flat 5. Again, this is going to be like the flat 3, the flat 5, flat 7, and root note on the top. A minor 7 flat 5 on position 5. We have the root note, and then the flat 5, flat 7, flat 3. E minor 7 flat 5 on position number 3 we've got the flat 7 on the top, right, on the roof of the world. Then we have the flat 5, the flat 5, flat 7, flat 3, and then we jump up to the flat 7. I love how you can create vibrato on one of the strings while maintaining consistency on the other strings. A minor 7 flat 5 on position number 7 is going to be flat 3, root note, and what is that? Flat 7. You could play that flatted 5th in the middle there if you like. Very nice sound. All right, let's take a look at the last 4 chords here. Position number 12, we're just using that root position, sort of like root, flat 5, flat 7, flat 3. This is another really great guitaristic shape. And then A minor 7 flat 5. This is a really great one because now what we're doing is we're playing the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're placing the flat 5, the flat 7, the root, and then the flat 3 on the top. So you've got this really nice linear, piano sort of closed voicing with a lot of those notes that are close together. Let's take a look at this. E minor 7 flat 5 on position number 5. We have the flat 5, the flat 3, the root note, and then the flat 7 on the top. And that 4th finger just reaches way up for that. A minor 7, last one. So A minor 7 flat 5 on position number 8. Let's put let's place the flatted 3 in the bass. Let's take a look at what's going on next. At 12, we're going to use the flat 7. So we have flat 3, flat 7, root, and flat 5 on the top. And that sure feels great to get through that page with you, those pages 30 and 31 with you. We talked a little bit about minor 7 flat 5 chords today, the 1, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7, and I hope you had a wonderful time today. If you don't have the book, if you'd like to get the book to practice over the week at your own leisure, here's a link for you right here in the card above or a link in the description below. Thank you so much for being here. We all certainly appreciate your comments. They're very helpful to our learning experience as we progress through the next chapter, which is minor 7/11 chords. Until we meet again, I wish you happy picking.